Okay, let's get it started. So I play some clip of Chief Moshood Kashimawu Olawale Abiola, and then we pick it up from there. Okay, all right. Happy listening.
Assuming there was full faith on the part of government, all matters relating to the election should have gone to the tribunal set up by law for such cases and should only have been initiated by persons or bodies that had genuine interest in the election. Instead, we are being told that the judiciary behaved so badly that I, Moshood Kashimawu Olawale Abiola, should be penalized for his conduct. It is incredible. In view of all this, I find the conclusion unfortunate but inescapable that the federal military government is guilty of bad faith, pure and simple. No one has accused me of any offense against any non-electoral law or regulation. The people of this country went to polls on Saturday, June 12, 1993, and without let or hindrance chose me as their president. Didn't they?
Okay, you heard it all. That was after the conduct of June 12 93 elections and the aftermath, the annulment, and what have you. So this is usual practice in Nigeria. Whenever a Yoruba person want to assume position of authority, the Fulani people and collaborators in the southwest, when dollars must have exchanged hands, then they always backstab. This is exactly what they've been doing for the past 60 years. They did it to Awolowo, they did it to Fajoyi, they did it to Abiola, and they will still do it. Going forward, if nothing is done, they will still do the same with Tinubu, and it always results in the loss of life. And for how long must the Yoruba that owed the haze in Nigerian politics keep on going down for no just cause? Are we cowards? Why can't we for once fight and get what is ours and this loss of life come to an end? You understand what I mean? So let's get it started. Please subscribe to our channels, drop your comments, and press the notification bells so that whenever we drop new update, you will be the first to see it. Okay, to keep quiet in the face of oppression, injustice, and repression is the biggest evil in the sight of God. Let the truth be told. Most of these southern politicians, they are just businessmen and capitalists. That's why they can bring millions to run for elections, because to them, it's just an investment and they're expecting bountiful return. They are expecting bountiful return. Expecting bountiful return because it is a business. And that is their real intention from the word go. They are not there for the masses or for their people. In the era of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, Chief Lateef Jakonde, Chief Ajasin, and Ambrose Ali, it was a different ballgame. There is no basis for one Nigeria that is riddled with enkipanki, fraud, trickery, and political robbery. 1999 Constitution is one of the most criminal documents ever to be written in the history of man. That is the book with which the criminal in Abuja siphon all your resources and release criminals to go after you in the name of Fulani S-men that are free to move from one place to the other. Your governor has no power whatsoever to protect you. Imagine the police in Oyo State could not arrest a notorious Fulani rapist and kidnapper in the name of Iskilu Wakili because they lack competence, and his brethren in Aso Rock never gave the police the go-ahead to effect his arrest. You see what I mean? It takes the OPC to arrest him, and now the people that saved the people of Ibarapa from the notorious and nefarious activity of Wakili are now standing trial. They are charged with murder, arson, and for belonging to an unlawful association. That is the OPC. Look, man, it can only get worse going forward. The take home here is that your politician and traditional rulers are merchants and bloodsuckers, pure and simple. Now that the foundation is laid, let's move forward. If you want to see improvement in your life, please decide for Yoruba sovereignty and self-governance. 60 years of no progress, growth, or development can never be a mistake. It is a deliberate attempt to keep you and your generations in perpetual bondage and poverty. The Northerners have nowhere going. They have no dream, no aspiration, and they want the Yorubas and the Igbos and the South to be on the same page with them. This cannot be. This cannot be. Let's hear Chief Moshood Abiola once again, and from there we continue.
Meanwhile, a defiant MKO stood his ground, refusing to accept the annulment, and declared himself president.
Assuming there was good faith on the part of government, all matters relating to the election should have gone to the tribunal set up by law for such cases, and should only have been initiated by persons or bodies that had genuine interest in the election. Instead, we are being told that the judiciary behaved so badly that I, Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola, should be penalized for his conduct.
Okay. General Ibrahim Babangida annulled the election for reason best known to him, and this reason we all know. Northern agenda, they are born to rule. They must rule from desert to sea. You get it? Okay, after Abdul Salam supervised his killing, and at the end, this same Abdul Salam wrote the 99th Constitution with Babangida in Mina. Of course, with the collaboration of some southern elements. So, this constitution can never be allowed. This constitution is the worst paper ever written by any mortal. And that is the problem now, why your governor cannot save you. That is the problem why you cannot control the resources on your soil. That is why the Lagos seaport must be controlled by an Hausa man. And Yoruba man, Igbo man cannot control anything in the north. In fact, there is nothing to be controlled there, except you want to control banditry and kidnapping and raping. So is this the country you want to continue living? When we are talking of Yoruba nation, people are saying, look, it must work and it will work. There is no other way of going about it. What is good, and what is bad. Okay? This is the only way to go. This is the only alternative. All right. So, many countries that don't even have the quarter of what Nigeria have now are doing so fine and are visa-free to the developed world because internally they are doing good. For example, Brazilian can go to the European Union visa-free for 6 months. And you know what that means. Nigerians are dying and sleeping in embassies everywhere because they know your country is hell. And once you go out, you won't come back. If your country is working, every country will allow you free entry, free exit. You get visa freely or visa free if your country is working. But because your country is not working, it's a dead country. That is why it is difficult for you to even mingle with the free world. bandage, limitation every time. That is your lot after 60 years of exploiting our crude oil, after 60 years of getting billions in petrodollar. That is the lot of the Yoruba man in Nigeria. One Nigerian can benefit only the politician, not you. Not you, the citizen. You gain nothing by one Nigerian.
It is incredible. In view of all this, I find the conclusion unfortunate but inescapable that the federal military government is guilty of bad faith.
Bad faith is the word. The same bad faith, bad decision is awaiting Bola Ahmed Tinubu if you allow Nigeria to go forward. Now, like I told you in the last video, Fashola is under EFCC surveillance. Professor Dibu Ojerinde is already arrested. Tinubu himself is under ICPC surveillance. And going forward, many Southerners that they see as a threat to their born-to-rule hegemony will still go inside the gulag. They will still go inside jail. They will still be incarcerated because they belong to Nigeria. Your political leaders are suffering, although they are embezzling money, but once they want to aspire for greater things, they cut their wing, they clip their wing. And you, the commoners, you are suffering. The politicians, they think they are enjoying, but they themselves, they are suffering. So who is benefiting from one Nigeria? Only the Fulanis. And the funniest thing is Fulanis are strange to Nigeria. They are strange. Nigerians belong to the Igbos, to the Hausas, to the Yorubas. So how long must you continue in this bondage, thinking you are enjoying yourself, you don't want to fight? If you don't fight today, you are handing over the fight to your children. Because our father couldn't fight, that's why we must fight it now and end it. Many of us abroad, many of Nigerians living abroad, they have the wherewithal to come back home and establish things. But they cannot. Their environment is not conducive. If Odua and when Odua take off, you will see the development. You will see a lot of things that will be established by the diaspora people. But now, the Fulani has made that impossible now. Okay, let's continue. A country that cannot provide you health facility, good education, electricity, security, social welfare for 60 years. What are you doing in such a trap? You have your job cut out for you now. Once the time for referendum comes, vote massively for Yoruba Independent Republic and see if your life won't be better. In the next content we will be uploading, I will tell you all the blessings inherent in Yoruba nation for all the Southwest citizens. There is no basis for comparison between what you have now and what you are going to get if you decide once to be a man and rise up to this challenge. It's like comparing death and sleep together. They are different ball game altogether. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are we going to draw the curtain until we come your way next time. This is Diamond Is. See you next time with new and refreshing content. Have a nice day. Bye.